sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, my thoughts had a bounty, fish in my ear like spit for the county. Bitch said chill, but the trigger was tempting. Whole lot of demons in the section, I'm stepping. Brain got a drum or a hole like a stick. Thank for the Lord, every ride gon' hit. Toes to the slide, it was running like bait. I carry that text like a windshield whip. Flex said flex, feel said rest. I was 10 toes down in the spiritual test. Came from the dirt, still cleaner than most. Flesh won't toast, but the spirit won't boast. There with those laws, I be catching that bird. Let's over revenge, but the Lord says spur. Fast like collar with the engine on red. Put it in park after old me dead. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. Gave me the juice, but it came with the blessing. Yes, so many nights turn pain into blessing. This won't place, I just wanted confessions. Fear won't dip, so I dug through the lessons. Wasn't no cap in my knee when I bow. Spirit said speak, so I prayed out loud. Old crew sin, so I switched my crowd. Clever with saints, not chasing the cloud. Spirit said spin, spirit said build. Bless said feast, spirit said steal. Bless said slide, spirit said kneel. Now bulletproof, walking in the king's wheel. I got that gold like a Moses to sin. Bible in hand, that's a loaded in 10. All in my cup like it came from the press. Ain't chasing no fame, just battle the flesh. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flask. Still on the move, Holy Spirit, my gas. On me, you can check out the class. Devil won't smoke, I'm prepared for the clash. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. God on my side, I don't got it.
What's up, family? Y'all see the title. The streets need a body. And if you're familiar with the classic TV show The Wire, y'all know what I'm talking about. And sometimes when you as it refers to the streets, things happen where there is no other alternative but to get the streets a body. In other words, you need somebody to blame. And so I understand that better than a lot of people. Sometimes you just need somebody to blame. You got to give the mob they pound the flesh. I get it. And so, as always, when we have these versus series debates, you're going to have some complaints, you're going to have some criticism, and you're going to have some hate. Now, criticism I welcome because it gives you an opportunity to improve. It gives you an opportunity to get better. I dig criticism. Some people can't take criticism because they mind's not sophisticated enough to know the difference between criticism and hate. Criticism ain't hate. Criticism, critiques give you an opportunity to improve your product. And whether we like it or not, I always say I do this for fun, but whether it's for fun or not, we doing this to bring a product to people. We want people to watch. We want people to engage. So who am I to tell those very people that they can't critique the product? critique is good. Hate just gonna get you cursed out. But I think as adults, we got to learn the difference between hate and critique. So again, going back to the debate, there was some critique of the judges, which is fine. If it's one thing I feel like we can continue to try to get better at or improve or streamline is the judges process. As y'all know, when we first started this thing, I would have the judges leave me a voicemail or a voice note, and then I would use my CyberLink app to obscure their voices because, again, we're trying to keep the judges anonymous. We recently, and then we would probably come back maybe sometimes up to a week later with the results. That was nerve-wracking for us. It was nerve-wracking for the crowd. We would lose a little bit of momentum. So, we moved to the real-time judgment where we get the verdict right then and there. And I like that better because I like to come out knowing who won. But people, hey, the streets be talking, the quote unquote back chat streets. And speaking of the back chats again, shout out to everybody in the back chat that reached out to a brother last week. Shout out to the fam in the bar reloaders. Shout out to the Diabolical Divas. Shout out to the boardroom. And the list goes on and on. But shout out to everybody that reached out during my family tragedy. That being said, though, again, streets be talking. So apparently, as always, it's some people take issue with the judges. No problem. It's apparently a conspiracy that the judges are using, like this Chat GPT thing is out of control. Apparently, it's a conspiracy that the judges use Chat GPT to, or at least one of them, use Chat GPT to render their verdict. Now, I don't know if they used it to render their verdict or they just used it to explain their verdict. Either way, that's a conspiracy, and I'm here to tell you, I don't know. I don't know what they use to express it. I would say I have confidence that they came to their judgments on their own accord. Now, what they use to express that, I have no idea. And it just make me wonder. Ultimately, why do it matter? If the judgment is the judgment, why do we care how they express it? Some people want it to make sense to them. It's always like it's a situation where the losing side or the people who felt a particular party should have won want a better explanation, and the people who won don't care. And when those roles are switched, it's the same. Now, you got some people who say, nah, I don't like it either way. I don't like how it's explained when I win. I don't like how it's explained when I lose. So I'm looking at that because, again, I understand the streets need a body. When somebody loses a debate, it can't just be a win or a loss. It got to be the judges. It got to be it got to be something because the streets need a body. But I do get that some things can be improved. So, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm gonna holler at the homie Ratchet, the homie Classic, and see what we can do. It up because I don't think it's dirty. I just think it's something that we can tweak. But I do want to look at, instead of me reading off a message sent by the judges, we just had them come up. They don't have to show their face. They just come up and explain it themselves. Now, I'm saying that as a suggestion. We had them come up. They don't have to turn their camera on. They can still remain anonymous, or as anonymous as one can when they talking, because some people may recognize a voice if they actually know the people. I don't think you will, but just in case you do. Now I'm with, if the judges are comfortable with it, I'm with them showing their face, introducing themselves, explaining who they are, their background, all of that. Because at this point, if a debater in the Versus series, if somebody aligned with a debater in the Versus series contact any of these judges on some rah-rah shit, they forfeiting their payment. And they not in the Versus series no more. As simple as that. To me. But I get, we don't want people being harassed. Like niggas be calling people jobs and all kinds of crazy shit. So I get the need to protect those who try to help us maintain some integrity. But again, I tell people that payment will be rendered 5 to 7 days out unless I have a setback, to which I'm transparent about that when and if it occurs. But payment will be rendered 5 to 7 days out. If within that 5 to 7 days, any of these judges hit me up and say, hey man, such and such been all in my inbox, such and such been harassing me in any kind of way. I don't want you calling to tell the judge thanks for coming to their decision. I don't want you contacting them, period. And if that occurs, you don't get paid and you're gone. I mean, to me, that's what it is. But I know some people not gonna like that either. So where's the middle ground? Because the one thing I know, so let's say we tweak how we have the judges explain themselves. Whenever somebody lose who somebody thinks should have won, the street's still gonna need a body. Because you niggas still gonna need to blame somebody because they thought they should have won, or they supporters thought they should have won. So the street's still gonna need a body. So it's one of these things, like it really don't matter what we do. The street's gonna always need a body because somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose, and somebody ain't gonna like it. And trying to make a move here or a move there to satisfy the mob ain't gonna do nothing but cause more confusion on our part. Because you can't please everybody. So I'm just curious as to what would satisfy the mob, and the answer is nothing. You're not gonna ever be able to satisfy everybody because when somebody win and when somebody lose, people gonna feel away. And if you change how you move every time somebody complains. Now they run your product instead of you running your product. Because here's the beautiful thing about this content game, especially as it pertains to YouTube. Nobody has to debate on Sonetta platform if they don't want to. Nobody has to debate on Psychopathia platform if they don't want to. Nobody has to debate on A1. Shout out to A1. I gotta holler at that brother. Seems to be some concerted effort to kind of push things in a particular direction, but we'll sort it out one way or another, and that don't mean everything gonna be kumbaya. But sometimes men gotta have conversations and let things play out however they play out. But again, they don't have to debate on A1 platform if they don't want to, and they damn sure ain't got to debate on my platform if they don't want to. Ain't nobody holding no proverbial gun to nobody's head saying you got to debate her, you can't debate her, et cetera, et cetera. So ultimately, if people don't like a particular process, they just don't have to debate. But at the same time, as the providers of the content, people got to understand there's a difference between hate, people just hating for no reason, or hating because they can't do what you do on a particular level, or hating because they don't like you or the people you involved with. There's a difference between hate and critique. Critique allows you a chance to evolve your product, because within a critique, it may be a point that you can say, damn, that I can tweak that, or I should tweak this, and that would make things flow better this way, etc. Because one thing I don't like is waiting for, like, this real-time judging. I love it because I like walking out of the debate knowing who won, but I also think we putting some undue pressure on the judges to kind of hurry up and get that judgment to us, right? It haven't been a debate yet since we've been doing the real-time judging where we got it right after the closeout or within a minute or two of the closeout. Because I think they still gathering their thoughts, they still writing their notes, etc. So I think we're putting a little pressure on them. So I think an aftermath or a fallout, a debate center, whatever the case may be, just need to be, we need to schedule that immediately following the debate. Put the link in the chat. Tell everybody, all right, we're going over here. It's going to be the aftermath show. It's going to be the fallout show, whatever fly-ass title we give it. And that's where we have the judges render their decision. And it gives us some more content. Then we can have everybody come up, get their opinion, et cetera, et cetera. And then we have the judges give their results, or we have the judges get their results first, and then we open it up. Whatever the case may be, I think we take some pressure off the judges. So even if a judge did use ChatGPT to express themselves, it's probably because I'm saying, hey, I need that. I I need your decision. And they feeling rushed, they feeling pressured, so they go to the AI shit to try to put their thoughts down. And whether or not it's thorough enough for the people who watching or the people involved, it becomes irrelevant because I'm telling them I need that decision. So I'm not going to throw my judges under the bus because I'm putting pressure on them to get something done. So in order to maintain the integrity of the whole process, the judges got to be comfortable with the situation. And so I can own that as the HNIC to say, nah, we need to, that the real time judging is beautiful, but if it's causing the judges to feel pressured, then whenever we have a debate, when we have an episode of Prime, we need to also have a show dedicated to the results of that Prime episode immediately following. Put the link in the chat. Tell the family to come hit us up over there. We get the judge's decision. We open it up, let everybody talk their shit, and we get out of there. And that way the judges ain't feeling rushed to give me their decision and then on top of that try to explain why they came to that decision. And again, here's what I know about people. Regardless of how refined we try to make that process, the streets still gonna need a body because somebody gonna lose that somebody thought should have won. And it's gonna always be a problem. So understand, no matter what we do, we can get it down to a science where it's perfect. And the streets is gonna still need a body, where it's damn near perfect, because ain't nothing perfect. But the streets is gonna always need a body. Because somebody gonna be upset somebody lost. And they not gonna agree with why they won, why they lost, how they lost, etc. And salute, because we want participation, we want engagement, we want people talking about the product. But just understand, it's a difference between critique. Critique allows you to get better. Critique allows you to improve. Critique allows you to refine and streamline, etc. Hate, you hating on my product is just gonna get you cursed out. But it's a difference between hate and critique. I want everybody that support me to understand that. You ain't gotta call me and tell me somebody was talking about my product, my brand, etc. Because if it's a critique, I welcome it. Now, you can call me and tell me somebody hating. I just need you to know the difference. And if somebody hating, I'm either going to let them hate, and if it's somebody I feel like I need to address, I'm going to address it. For better or worse, y'all know how I do. But either way, we're going to try to do whatever we can to make sure what we bring into the people is the best version of that thing. Especially when we get into the point where we got the final word coming up next month. The undisputed, undefeated, reigning, defending versus series world champion, Lucifer the Devil. Shout out to Joshua. Defending that title against Big Hemi, the biblical barbarian, a.k.a. Mr. Debate Mania. It's a 2-night event, so you got my man Pandemus, the Pan-African atheist, looking down the barrel at either KOT or Apollo Bay for the social media title. Pan said he want to be the first person to hold the world title and the social media title. He trying to make history. Shout out to Pan, shout out to KOT, Apollo Bay, shout out to Big Hemi, and shout out to Lucifer the Devil. Just a few of the individuals who making the Versus series what it is. Shout out to Honey Clark and the Steel Stiletto Queen. Two powerful sisters got a powerful debate coming up on the 29th. For a woman, is beauty an advantage in American society today? I think that's a different type of debate. I think it's a nuanced debate. And I think those two sisters going to have a powerful contest. Quinn is a veteran at this point in this Versus series shit. Honey Clark dipping her toe in. So shout out to them queens for bringing it to us. We got Steve Calabro and Gideon, my man Gideon. I got to make sure I get it in concrete when they actually gonna get this thing in, but that's coming up on an episode of Prime as well. For those who don't know, the Versus Series Prime is our flagship show. That's our Monday Night Football, our Monday Night Raw. We're doing it every other weekend. So we're doing it on a bi-weekly basis. We want to get the debaters time to prepare, get their presentations together, etc., gather their info, and then we're going to bring that to you live every other weekend. It's either going to be on a Saturday or a Sunday. We also got our Saturday night specials, which is going to be like a one-off thing when we got a debate that's not necessarily an episode of Prime, but it's something that we want to bring to you. So we got the Saturday night special. And then we got the premium live events that we're about to start doing on Zoom, pay-per-view, starting with the final word. Jashu versus Hemi for the world title. Pan versus either KOT or Apollo Bay for the social media title. We charge at $9.99. $9.99. For the Zoom pay-per-views. We're going to let y'all know how to get your tickets. The only thing I'm working on is making sure we can charge $10 for both debates. When we get to Debate Mania, that's a 3-night event. So that's going to be $14.99. But you're getting 3 debates for that one price. So tell your friends, tell your homies, tell whoever you can that's into this debate content to come holler at your boy, DMG, Ratchet Craig, and Classic Craig, because I don't think you can get a better ticket than that. $10 for 2 debates or $14.99 for 3. But we're bringing y'all these premium live events starting next month with the final word. So y'all come back, rock with us, and we're going to continue to evolve this thing. We're going to continue to try to make this thing better. But understand, complaints going to come. They come with the territory. No matter what we do, we understand the streets going to always need a body. So just because somebody whining and crying don't mean we're going to change anything. But if we see something, if something is said where we say, damn, let's tweak that, then we're going to do that. Because no matter what we do, the streets going to need a body. We can try to do this thing exactly the way people think we should, and the streets going to need a body. So understand, we understand that. So don't think y'all running our ship. We running our ship. And when we see something that we need to improve on, we going to do it. Yell, scream, complain all you want to. As much as we appreciate y'all, ain't nobody got a gun to their head when it comes to watching what we do. But we are going to try to improve what we can for the fans of the product. But we want everybody to get this through their head. No matter what we do, when winning and losing is in the equation, the streets don't always need a body. So y'all come black and rock with us, man. Versus Series Prime, the final word. We all in the building. And y'all come rock with us, man. We're going to keep doing what we do. It's your brother, DMG the Poet, a.k.a. Brother Pianki. And hey, shout out, Pan. Ain't nothing happened, man. Ain't nothing happened. It's just, I'm just addressing the fact that the streets gonna always need a body, bro. That's all. I'm sure you a fan of The Wire. You know what I'm talking about. When winning and losing is in the equation, no matter what you do, the streets gonna need a body because somebody got to be blamed for somebody losing when people think they should have won. That's all. But everything's smooth. I done told everybody, Pan, you trying to make history as the first person to hold the world title and the social media title. At the final word next month, man, we doing it on Zoom pay-per-view. If you haven't heard, $9.99 for 2 debates. When we get to Debate Mania 2, it's going to be $14.99 for 3 debates. Best ticket in the community. You can't beat it. One price for 2 to 3 debates. But hey, salute to the fam, man. I got to hit this clock. It's your brother DMG the Poet. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for the support. Again, shout out to everybody in the back chat streets that reached out to a brother during the situation me and my family been dealing with. Definitely touched the brother. I sweat a little bit just seeing the support, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And we back to business, man. We're gonna continue to bring y'all the best product we can, and we're gonna continue to evolve it and streamline it to the best of our abilities. So we'll see y'all next time, man. We out. That's peace.
This isn't your average debate. This is Prime, the flagship battleground of the Versus Series Debate League. Every legend started on a stage where words cut deeper than swords. Every 2 weeks, intellect meets intensity, logic meets legacy, and only one question remains. What's a titan to a legend? The Versus Series Prime, where legends are made.